What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Yeah, we in this mug today, man. I missed last week. As the family pop in on a surprise thing, man. My little one's B-days and stuff. So I got behind myself and got beside myself. So y'all, my apologies. I missed out, man. But first off, salute to my brother Seattle Rick in the building. He said, "Bring my Sonics back or bring back my Sonics. Keep the Wolves in Minnesota. Can't wait for this. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you sliding through this joint. Daniel Berry in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you sliding through. Hey, Daniel Berry, I be catching a lot of your shorts that be popping up, bro. I be like, man, hey, you be on it with those shorts, man. So, hey, I be tuning in every rip, every time I see it, man. I smash that like button. I was already sub, but I definitely be enjoying the shorts you be dropping out there and them highlights and stuff too, man. Hey, keep up the good work on that joint, man. Yeah, pardon me, man. I think I might be coming down a little cold or something. I don't know what the hell going on, but yeah, man, we back with another one on this joint, man. We got some topics of discussion. We got, you know what I'm saying, is Anthony Edwards legit? Everything under the sun. We talking anything and all things basketball, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with it, and we're gonna get to it, man. Let's see, let me get everything functioning up and right real quick. Y'all, pardon me 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna take a swig of this water real quick. Get my goddamn voice right real fast, man. Oh, y'all give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. All right, excuse me. We back with it. So, and I'm gonna get straight to it, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long in this joint too. So I would say is Anthony Edwards legit? Whoo wee. I'm gonna have to say yes, absolutely. Oh, of course, Daniel Berry, of course, man. Always support, always love, man. Anytime when I'm just, like I said, anytime they come across the notification, or if I'm just in there just looking at some other stuff and they pop up, man, I make sure I tap in and zoom in and watch the whole thing, whether it be a video or just a short. I watch the entirety of it, and you can always quiz me on it because you can ask me what happened at any point throughout the video, and 9 times out of 10, bro, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I saw, what I heard, and what I watched. So, nah, keep grinding, bro. I'm here to support that, man, for sure. Um, but yeah, man, I think Anthony Edwards is legit. Like when I look at Anthony Edwards, the that boy cut from the same cloth as a Kobe, as a Jordan, as a Tracy McGrady. People gonna say, how the hell you gonna add Tracy McGrady into that? Because Tracy McGrady had a killer mentality on the offensive end. Tracy T Mac was a dog. Like he got after it. T Mac didn't play around. I mean, shit, he's still the only person we know within what was it, 11? What was it 11 or 13? 11 points in 13 seconds. I can't remember or maybe I have it swapped around where it was 13 points in 11 seconds. One of the two. Like he's still the only person you know that did something like that. And if you don't know much about T Mac, I highly advise you to go back, pull up some of Tracy McGrady highlights and check that boy out, man. Hey, T Mac was a dog. And I say that to say this, man. Anthony Edwards is cut from that same cloth. You know what I mean? Definitely cut from that same cloth. My brother G5 in the building was good with it. Hey, and he Anthony Edwards definitely cut from that same cloth, man. Like absolutely. Queer in the building was good with it. Was good with it. But Anthony Edwards, he cut from that cloth. He made it that mold. Like when I see Anthony Edwards touch the court, man, like I get excited. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Cause I see a player that got he not only got the physical abilities, but he got the mental makeup of legit telling you, I'm about to take your heart and take your heart and take your soul. Like I said, it's only been a handful of players in the league that showed that they had that type of, you know what I'm saying, that type of dog in them. It's only been a couple of them. It ain't been a lot. It's literally been a couple, and he one of them. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It's highly refreshing to see that in this younger generation day and age of games we have, because a lot of the times, man, we seeing a lot of these players that got some softness to them. And I hate to pick on his teammate, but I'm gonna have to say Carl Anthony Towns, man. I still can't get over the fact that the crybaby face he make, or the fact that when he was getting choked out by Ben Simmons, and we all know Ben Simmons is softer than baby shit. Uh, that he was getting choked out by him, and he had that crybaby tap out face on. And I'm like, bruh. And you look, a lot of these players, man, like they they just not built like that. Everybody want to play tough until it's time to get tough, kind of thing. And that's kind of the where we at with it. And I ain't telling these players to go out here, you know what I'm saying, and go from an old school phrase, go fisticuffs. But at the same time, like, hey man, so somebody got to show it's still some physicality in the league. Everybody want to do this what is it? They want to do this 2 hand touch football, flag football type stuff. It's like, bro, nah, it's all right. You know what I'm saying, to muck it up a little bit. It's all right to get your hands a little dirty. You know what I mean? Like, you just gonna get a little fine. That's all that's gonna happen. They're gonna give you a little fine. I know the league did a whole thing on trying to clean their image up. You know what I'm saying, from that 70s, 80s, and 90s ball to going into the 2000s and stuff like that. Man, they tried to pretty much put a suit on a thug, and everybody know what that mean, man. You ain't gonna never be able to take him out of him. You know what I mean? Or G5 said, Ant Man, my guy, he liked that. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, brother. BC in the building. What's good with it, bro? What's good with it? Yeah, hey, that's a fact. Five and it's like that, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I ain't that boy out there dropping a whole 40 piece on somebody's head, and then he D'ing up the best player. Like, I'm here for it. I want all the smoke. We don't see that now, bro. It's rare to see a matchup where you got two all stars or superstars guarding each other because they want to either trying to save themselves and they not willing to take on a challenge and this, that, and the third. Man, I'm like, bro, I miss, you know what I'm saying, that early years where, you know what I'm saying, all the elites wanted to do what? They wanted to lock it in against the other elite. Hence why you saw Kobe going to LeBron. He never got an opportunity to go to LeBron in the finals. So what did he do? When they was in the All Star game, he took advantage of that situation and was like, "Shit, I'm about to lock in right now." And it was D and LeBron up. You know what I'm saying? Back to back. One with the block, the other one with the no. He had two back to back block possessions on him. Cole took that. Hey, man, he took that shit like, hey, this is my opportunity. Like, hey, if we ain't gonna meet in the finals, then I'm gonna take advantage of this. And that's what we missing, man. And I already cooked on the All Star games altogether. How that shit done fell off. So I ain't gonna go back into that rabbit hole. So I'm gonna circle back to just saying that Anthony Edwards in the All Star game. I promise you, next year, because I already know he's gonna be an All Star next year. When he in the All Star game next year, it's gonna be a whole different attitude towards it. I'm telling y'all. That young man. A lot of people say he coming. Now Anthony Edwards is here. Like, hey, he there already. Like, teams is already trying to game plan and scheme on how the hell what to do with him. You know what I mean? How do you deal with somebody like that? That athletic with the mentality to match it. Telling y'all, man, that boy a cold piece, man. The Timberwolves got them one, but at the same time, they better not do the same thing they did, which is what? They better not waste his years like they did with Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett gave the Timberwolves his goddamn heart, soul, and his soul. So, and he did everything he could, man. They let him go, and man won himself a chip. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things. Jamie TV, salute to you. Appreciate you sliding through. That's one of them things, man. The Timberwolves better do all that they can to surround that young man with all the highest level of talent they can grab to give him an opportunity to win or compete for a championship. If not, I think already KG probably was in his ear like, bruh, be loyal to yourself and loyal to winning. Be loyal to yourself and loyal to winning. Don't do what I did and waste goddamn over damn near 2 decades just to be like, hey, I gave y'all everything I had, man, and we didn't win. like, you know what I mean? Like, that's literally like that's the only thing that he got to keep in his mind, bro. Like, these organizations and these teams, they gonna make moves to do what? To benefit themselves as an organization and set themselves up for future success. You know what I'm saying? They time slider, they shelf life is way longer than these players' shelf life. These organization, the team's gonna be around. They was around before these players came. They're gonna be around after they go. So Anthony Edwards got to keep that in mind, bro. Like, I ain't telling you to jump ship, but I'm also telling you to keep your eye on where the ship is headed. Make sure you is not one of them people, bro. For like, man, just don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all, pardon me 1 second. Let me take another drink of this water real quick, man. All right, we back. We back. My apologies, y'all. I had to take some water. I'm like, man, I might be coming down a quick little cold or something. I don't know what the hell going on. But yeah, man. So like I said, man, we cooked on Anthony Edwards. Just wanted to tap in, get that man his. I ain't gonna say give him his flowers right now. God damn it. Hey, we giving that man all his just due and credit he deserved at this point in time, bro. And the crazy thing is, Anthony Edwards is younger than Luca, younger than Jason Taylor. Like, bro, he younger than all of these people, but he doing things that, man. I tell you what, I had some people in Minnesota sending me pictures of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all all done seen a meme by now where they got half a Jordan face and half of Anthony Edwards face, and they saying that's Jordan 2.0. Hey, you ain't getting no fight back from me. I ain't going against it. I mean, shit, that boy a cold piece, man. Definitely a cold piece, and I cannot wait, bro. Like telling you, I can't wait. Brother Five said Pialo like that too. He is, bro. Like he is. And that's the wild thing. The league is in good hands, man. Like Allstate. Like Allstate said, you're in good hands. The league is in good hands. As long as the league don't F it up by continue to try and focus on high like high ass scoring games, make like them wanting to speed up the game and stuff like that. They got to allow defense to be played, bro. Because I feel that Pontero and goddamn Anthony Edwards is two players that's willing defenders that want to lock in and get in on that side too and show that they're a two-way player. But it's like, I mean, what's the point in trying to really lock in like that when you know the league ain't really that's not their driving force and their focus right now. You know what I mean? I like I said, I feel like ever since the Pistons when they had Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, what's his name, goddamn Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace, like I feel like that was the last team that was extremely defensive oriented, where it was like the league allowed that team to kind of, you know what I'm saying? They knew the defense was a staple, defense was a calling card. So they allowed them to kind of, play a little bit more physical than the other teams, you know what I mean? And then once that kind of like trended away, from that point on, man, it kind of just started taking an element of its own, how they allowed teams to play defense, bro. Like they just it got soft, and I mean that's the only other word I can think of. It just got extremely soft, man. But either way, man, I can't wait to see these young players get to it, man. Um, but yeah, man, and then the next joint I was wanting to slide into. Speaking of that, is the playoffs is right around the corner, bro. I think it's about what is it, 17 to 20 games left, somewhere right. I want to say 17 to 20 for some teams. It's right between that number, man. These teams, bro, like the OKC and who else we got? OKC, you got the Magic up there. You got and I'm naming teams where people wouldn't expect them to be up there. Hold on, what BC say? Don't be popping shit about my Pistons no more either. Hey, your team is trash. Absolute trash. Hey, your team is trash, bro. Hey, look, I'll tell you this. If I see somebody with a Pistons jersey on, bro, I'm gonna walk up to them and buy it just for them to throw it away. Hey, bro, and it's wild because they got a roster that it don't make sense of why and how they losing, bro. Like Cade Cunningham is a monster. He can't. Hey, that boy. Whew, he can't. That's the Titanic on steroids right there. It's in a landmine field along with icebergs. Hell, they can't move. They can't win a single goddamn game, man. I like, and it's weird, bro. Like my brother G5 was putting me on to Jalen Duran, or maybe that's not. I know the last name is Duran, and then some other players they got on that team. It's like Jordan Ivy, or maybe his first name is something, bro. I'm mixing up names like a motherfucker today. My brain all over the place. But Ivy, like they got some players on that team, some young talent that's cold, but they just could not piece it and put it together to win a game. And then they had Big Bog down there, and they messed around and pretty much got rid of the one of the only scoring threat I should say outside of Cade Cunningham, and they let him go. And now it's like, that I mean, they probably was doing Bogdan a favor, like, bro, we're not gonna waste your time here, man. You're not gonna win with us. We can't even win with us. So we gonna go ahead and do you a solid and send you somewhere where you might be able to kind of help a team do something. The Pistons, boy, oh my God, man. Oh my God. Hey, BC, let me ask you this, bruh. When you can buy courtside or floor seats for less than a pair of Jordans, something wrong. Something wrong, bro. If you can buy some floor seats and they're $115 plus tax is 115, hey, something wrong, bro. Ain't no floor seats in the league should be that cheap. That should tell you something about your Pistons team, bro. Your Pistons team belong to go play in the YMCA. Yo, bro, I ain't never seen a goddamn arena so empty in my life for a sporting event. Like, what the hell? bro, bro, the Pistons is ass, man. Trash, bro. Man, trash, man. But anyway, back what I was saying, man. Back to this playoff thing. But yeah, like I said, man, it's about anywhere depending on the team, 17 to 20 games left. And we coming down the home stretch, man. Again, surprise teams that's up there. Again, OKC is kind of the number one for me. You know what I mean? That pop out right away. Magic, and I'm going intertwining between the conferences, so y'all don't pay no mind to that. I'm just throwing the teams out there that's again surprise teams that's in the playoff hunt. You know what I'm saying? Or some of them that's you know what I'm saying secured or locked in a playoff position already. So it's wild to me, bro. So we're gonna have to see if the Kings, you know what I'm saying, they get in there, can they make some noise and do something instead of like getting bounced out. I mean, shit, Steph and them get hey, them boys, them boys, Steph and them gave them boys everything they can handle and then some last year. Obviously, we're not gonna see Memphis in that joint because Memphis is they taking a hiatus. Obviously, Ja went down, their whole season went down from there. Timberwolves being where they are, that's definitely a surprise. A lot of I promise you, not a lot of people saw this Wolves team being up in there a lot and clinch the division or clinch the playoff spot like that. I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, they fighting between the 1 and 2 seed with OKC. If I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm on the road. I'm sitting in the car waiting, so I'm not looking at anything. I'm going all off top of my head of everything that I remember and know. So then that way we got everything. You know what I'm saying? That's I'm telling y'all, which is I'm gonna go 99.9%. I'm gonna leave a little bit of margin for error, but I'm quite sure Timberwolves and OKC are 1 and 2 right now in the West. Just doing the building, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you sliding to this joint. Um, I'm pretty sure that those two are fighting for 1 and 2 right now, right? So again, when I say is that a surprise to most people, I guarantee you, everybody that's listening to this, that's listening live, or that's gonna catch the replay on this joint, gonna tell you that they surprised by OKC and the Wolves being the top two in the West. Because I don't think nobody saw that coming. And these two teams, they're young and hungry. So we're gonna have to see, if they get in the playoffs, will that young and inexperienced get the best of them, or that young and inexperienced play into their favor? And what do I mean by that is when you don't know no better, you might do better. Meaning like you might do something that goes against the logic of what a coach might be assuming that you about to do. Calling timeout in certain situations, not pressing in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? The 2-for-1 thing, like things of that nature, like you literally might that inexperience could work as a benefit for you too. Cause you won't understand you in the press you in the heat of the moment. You won't understand that it's a pressure, a high pressure moment. You know what I mean? So you're gonna do something that cause it's just you playing ball. You playing off of your instinct. You're not overthinking the game. You know what I mean? So a lot of people do that too. So it's like it's wild to me. He said they need to put some respect on Zion's name. He balling. And that's the thing, bro. The crazy part is they not gonna put no respect on Zion's name because the narrative around Zion is what? You got Charles Barkley shitting on him, so people gonna run with what Charles said instead of being free thinkers and thinking on their own. You got people like that they see on TNT or these big major networks saying all this shit about Zion, but from a negative light. But still, the understanding is that everything they saying negative, and he's still putting up the numbers he putting up. That's the part that they missing. They calling him fat, overweight, all this other stuff like that. And we working. We definitely working. I'm getting to it now. The gloves then came off. I done strapped up the boots. I'm putting foot to ass now. I've been too passive about this shit to begin with. But but yeah, so with Zion, bro, like that's the narrative that they done put out there in the public eye. You know what I mean? So what are people thinking is they just shitting on Zion, but they still not saying that this man overweight and all this shit, and he's still putting up these type of numbers. They telling him, "Hey, lose some weight so you can extend the longevity of your career." I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That's what it's gonna do. Is it's gonna help you out in a major way. But that's something you can call him and say behind closed doors. That's something you can. All of y'all have a way of getting to his people, whether it be him directly or to his people, to get the message along that, hey, I want to talk. And he said it himself, like I'm not above reproach. They can, I mean, they can easily, if it's from a positive place, they can hit me up and I'll take it as it is. But with the way they saying it, it's not coming from a positive place. Zion said that shit himself. So it's like he ain't dumb. He know what's going on. He know what's up. He know that they on some other stuff. So it's like if these dudes really had his best interest at heart and they wanted to give him some advice that's gonna help, or them trying to be like a big brother figure to help out, they gonna hit his ass behind closed doors. They not gonna sit there and be like on public TV saying this shit. And a lot of people, that's going over a lot of people's heads. And I was looking at it like that's some sucker ass shit. Like Charles Barkley, I know that they label him as one of those uncensored people and shit like that, but I mean, come on, man, let's be real, bro. You was out here kissing Dick Nevada or whatever the referee name was. Like that nigga don't know other grown ass man be kissing no man on no damn lips. Like, come on that. Like, come on, man. You already giving me, you know what I'm saying? Them goddamn doo-doo chaser vibes to begin with, bro. like, like you giving me doo-doo chaser vibes to begin with, bro. And it's like you can't be sitting here trying to talk as if you talking from a place of like, you know what I'm saying, understanding of us as a people when you doing some shit that's suspect as hell. And a lot of people might be like, "Hey, well, what the hell you mean? He did what?" Y'all go on YouTube and YouTube Charles Barkley kisses referee, and I ain't talking like no like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they? Italian mafia or a mob type, like, you know what I'm saying, on the cheek, or is that French? I can't, whatever that overseas that do the on the cheek side shit. Nah, Charles Barkley grabbed this man, looked him deep in his eyes, and kissed his ass on the lips with his goddamn lipstick on and everything. Weird ass nigga. Like, man, let me say this. Let me say this, man. Charles Barkley, bro, like I said, man, he for me, it's like when he talk, I don't listen, bro. When he talk, I don't listen. It's like my man's is out here doing anything for $1, and he definitely in the back room hollering. Like he weird. He give off weird vibes to me, and every single aspect of it, bro. Go get you a woman or something. Go get you some kids. When Charles was playing, bro, he had the world, like, depending on which part, he had the world in his hands. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden he started getting overweight. He lost all his money and this, that, and the third, and then he started getting on some weird stuff, saying anything and everything just to get, you know what I'm saying, like some type of staying present type thing. I ain't gonna say clout, but he started doing some weird stuff, bro. So I'm like, man, hold on, dude. Like I'm peeping the move, I'm peeping the play, and I'm peeping how you done changed up. Not a fan of it. You know what I mean? Not a fan at all. So Charles Barkley, he gonna have to get out the way. Get out the way or get stepped on. One of the two. Because that shit ain't flying over this way. That weird ass shit you doing, the weird shit you saying. You know what I mean? Quee said I used to love me some Charles Barkley back in the day. I wore his number in junior high because of him. Yeah. But look at him now, Quee. How he done switched up. He on national television shitting on another black young man that he's the prime example of saying like what he went through, and a direct example of the fact of being overweight, losing weight, being a high profile player when he played in the league, got overweight and then lost some weight, but then, you know what I'm saying, gained some weight and couldn't get over it. So it's like he a prime example to be able to preach this and tell this to Zion. You know what I mean? That's a perfect thing he could do. What is he doing instead? He's taking the opportunities to literally shit on these young black men, dude. I'm like, okay, I see the play, I see the move, I see what you want. And I see your little chunky ass. And he did, and he got the nerve to talking about women in San Antonio or women in Texas eating them churros. But yet, when he doing the churros, like joking around and shit, he looking as if he trying to eat a bag of dicks. I told y'all, man, the gloves is off, man. I don't know if I'm gonna get a demonetized for it or not, or get a strike, whatever the case may be. I'll edit this shit, but we smoking on everybody pack on this joint. Nobody's safe. The hinges is off, gloves is off. A1 unhinged, man. 2024. Like with Charles Barkley weird ass, yeah, you getting this work. I didn't even have his ass in a goddamn as part of the categories for it, but he gonna get this work. And if you just tuned in, I advise you to rewind this joint about 120 seconds, and you gonna hear everything I said about Charles Barkley. Weird ass motherfucker. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get back to get back to this playoff thing. But yeah, man, we got with the playoffs is around the corner. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Um, Extremely excited to see what the Celtics going to do, what type of adjustments they can make. Can Jason Tatum, obviously with the acquisition of Drew Holiday, make a big difference as far as his championship pedigree, his veteran leadership that he has from that point. And speaking of Drew Holiday, I was just on a panel. Brother BVO Boxing, y'all go sub to this channel as well if you unsure it is. It's BVO, so big vehicle operating. BVO Boxing. Go check out his channel, man. Dope live that was on there talking with Dub Rice, Thomas Hill, and X, and we were just talking about the impact of Drew Holiday as far as the impact he had as a player with the Bucks versus the impact that Dame Lillard is having. Now, mind you, I ain't gonna say that's what kind of spearheaded me to make that video. And y'all go check out my video I dropped about Dame Lillard too. The disrespect to Dame, that shit is over with. I'm on everybody ass and anybody ass that's trying to slight that man in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go check that video out too. But so just the impact that Drew had on that team. You know what I mean? And how I was just kind of breaking it down and saying how he was the perfect fit for what that team needed. And they was saying, and my brother Dub Rice, I was saying that Drew Holiday being on the Celtics isn't what the Celtics need. And I explained to him, I said, bro, that's exactly what they need. A person that's been to the promised land of where they trying to go. He won it. And also the fact he is an Olympic gold medalist. He's a veteran in the league. He's played with top tier players damn near his entire career. So this is nothing new. And he come into a situation where you got two young stars, bona fide stars that got to, you know what I'm saying, they got to the the NBA finals, but they didn't win. So they got that point for having experience there. They got gold medals because they played on Team USA. But again, he's done all that before. He checked all the boxes for them. And he a point guard that's defense first, pass second, scoring third. That's the type of player that they need right there. Man, my brother was saying, like, will Dame be a better fit for the Celtics? I said, absolutely not. Dame is a scoring, and again, this is no disrespect to Dame. He is a scoring first point guard, right? If Dame isn't scoring, what else is he contributing to the game? Like, what else can he do? He's not rebounding. He's not assisting. He's not doing all these extra things where it's gonna drive y'all crazy, and it's gonna do a bunch that's gonna you know what I'm saying, it's gonna make a difference. It's not gonna happen. Dame is a scoring point guard. You know what I mean? If he's not scoring, nothing else is happening. Point blank and period. So we cooked on that for a while and went through that whole situation of that, man. But for these playoffs though, he said that he is, yeah. And like I said, it ain't no disrespect to Dame because I'm a fan personally. I like Dame. I like Dame attitude. That's Dame is a real one. Like, you don't grow up in Oakland and stay true to yourself and move the way you move. You know what I'm saying? If you're not like that, Dame is like that. But so just going through that whole joint, right? So we cooked on that. And then like I said, y'all check out that Dame video. You gonna I got on some people's asses a little bit about that. A little bit about that joint. And then for these playoffs though, man, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what type of adjustments the Celtics gonna make. Because honestly, I got the Celtics coming out of the East. Why do I have the Celtics coming out of the East? I feel as if they're a more complete team in comparison to the Bucks. meaning that you got a point guard that fits the system. You got two guys that any given night can go in there and drop 40 at ease. You got Porzingis, who is a big that can do the exact same, aggressive, snagging the boards. He plays defense. He gets after the rebound. Like Porzingis is a good fit for them as well. A lot of people forget they still got Al Horford. They still got Derek White. They got a nice they got a nice team that's built to play a facet of different ways, bro. So for me, like the Celtics are that team coming out of the East. The Bucks, I think the Bucks gonna need next year for them to truly get their system down, and for Giannis and Dame to get their 1-2 punch down too. Because you gotta think, man, Dame went to a whole new team. They was playing. Then they bring in a new coach halfway through, so they got to learn a whole new system. While again, Dame and Giannis is still trying to learn each other. You know what I mean? So you dealing with all them different elements and all them different facets that's involved with it. So a lot of that is going to take time. And a lot of people was like, bro, like I said in the video, they 43 or 44 and 24 or 43 and 24. You know what I mean? They somewhere that, like, however you want to. I might be a game or two off on either side, whether it be loss or win column, but it's right around that range, right? So I'm like, what the hell is the other people expectations? This ain't no plug in. This ain't no plug and play. Like you can't, you can't throw a player in and say, hey, y'all go win strictly off of your talent. You know what I mean? You just go out there and looking at the way teams is now. It's not you go out there and just win strictly off your talent. You have to have chemistry. Look at that. Look at that Miami Heat team when they had LeBron, D Wade, and everybody else, right? And they ran up against the Spurs. Who got the bigger names and also who has the more athletic people? Hands down, the Heat. But the Spurs had what? They had a system, they had chemistry, and they had team camaraderie, and they trusted each other. And what did y'all see? Y'all saw the Spurs win a goddamn chip. And same thing with the goddamn Dallas Mavericks as well. Or am I getting my teams mixed up? I might be getting mixed up or with that, but the Dallas Mavericks, exact same situation as well. Who had a better squad? Who had a better roster? Hands down, the Miami Heat did. What happened? Dirk and Jay Kidd and went in there and bust their ass. Like they went in there and bust their ass because they had what? They understood everything. They played it better and they did it better, bro. Or Seattle Rich said, coming through to show my love, multitasking, but important to show my support, love to the family. Hey, I appreciate you, Seattle Rich. No, I saw the message right at the beginning, bro. I appreciate that. I know you're on the move, so I'm hoping you and the missus great health and fortune, bro. I've been trying to catch any of the lives I see you on, and you already know I'll be every time I'm on them joints, each and every rip, no hesitation or nothing. So there's real support from this way. But yeah, man, like y'all saw back to what I was saying though, y'all saw again, roster is cool. It's a matter of y'all having a system down and y'all being able to play together and understanding that and having team chemistry. That shit is important. Absolutely important. So for me, I honestly feel like the Bucks are gonna make the playoffs, and I think they're gonna get bounced in the second round. That's just my opinion. If not the first, the second round, depending on the matchup, I think they'll get bounced in the second round. Because I still think, and I don't trust Doc Rivers as a coach, and I don't want to slight him as another black man or nothing. But hey, I mean, if you show me enough times who you are, I'm gonna believe you. And with him, shit, no playoff series is safe. None of that, man. We've seen his history of how he give it up in situations like that. So for me, I just kind of I take it with a grain of salt that Doc Rivers is the coach. But again, I have to say, I have to give them time for that team to get the system down, get the chemistry down, and they start coming together at the right time. And I think that's going to be next year for the Bucks. My personal opinion. Could I be wrong? I could be, but do I think I'm more likely to be right than wrong? Absolutely. I feel like again that it's too quick for them. That's just again my opinion. Um, and then obviously before Joel got hurt, the Sixers were definitely in the contention of being that other team because the man was putting up the type of numbers in Embiid and the direction he was headed on, bro. He was on what was it, on par to have himself a Wilt Chamberlain type of season. Anytime you mention it, Wilt Chamberlain, like anytime you mention amongst that man name, and when it comes to basketball, at least We all know that that Will Chamberlain record that's outside of basketball and he is out there smashing like ain't no tomorrow. Actually, they never gonna be broken. But as far as like if your name is mentioned when it comes to basketball stats and stuff like that, you up there. And Embiid was on his way having one of them, bro. Embiid was, yeah, he was giving everybody the business, right? But that injury happened, and I mean that's all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? The fat lady hummed a few bars at first. Now she done sang a whole song. It's old for the Sixers, bro. No disrespect, but yeah, they ain't got no chance of winning no chip. Seattle Rick said Dr. Eubanks Jr. got the same barber or artist for them scalps. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody have a permanent goddamn what is that a low drop fade like that. Cause I'm like, bro, how the hell? Like, I ain't never seen. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm like, I ain't never seen nothing crazy like that before. Like, Doctor Eubank, they got that guy. That shit almost look like it's microbladed onto their head, bro. Like they got their hairline tatted on or they fade tatted on or something. Uh, but yeah, bro, like can't trust it, man. Can't trust it. But the Sixers, yeah, it's over with for them in the East. So, like I said, it's only two teams, man. Two teams in the East. That's it. Could I throw the Magic in there? Yeah, brother. See how Rick said that Krillin. Yep, he got that Krillin at Dragon Ball Z cut, boy. Um, I can't really throw the Magic in there like that because I don't. Yeah, nah. But for me, the two that I really feel that have an opportunity to get to the finals or come out of the East, it's definitely gonna be it's gonna be the Celtics or the Bucks. It's gonna be one of them two teams that they might have to go through each other to come out of the East. But it's gonna be one of them two. In the West is a little bit more wide open. Even though, like I said, you got the Timberwolves and the Thunder battling for 1 and 2 at the top of the West. But in reality, can you see either one of these teams going to the finals? Not so much. It's just something about like I think when it come time to that they gonna have to prove me wrong when they see them get to that point in pivotal playoff basketball that they can stick to how they plan, and it ain't gonna be no situation where people gonna start playing a little bit more selfish. Right now, you seeing them running the way their system is set up. SGA is getting off, and for those that don't know who that is, that's Shea Gildress Alexander. He's getting off, and then one of the Williams is getting off, and God, I forgot my other guy. Chet is getting off as well, right? But the way they doing it, you don't really kind of see there being an issue, right? But when it gets to the playoff and things slow down and stuff like that, man, and every shot start to count and start to matter, then you're gonna start really seeing do they really trust each other? You know what I mean? You're gonna see if that ball is hopping or if it's gonna get stuck. Or SGA gonna be taking shots where people gonna start kind of giving them looks like, bro, like what like what I'm saying? Right now is willy nilly because it's all for regular season games. You know what I mean? When the money on the line, we're gonna have to see. And the same thing go with the Wolves, man. We're gonna have to see if Anthony Edwards supporting cast can step up. I mean, Mike Conley is definitely a savvy, veteran point guard that he can trust. Rudy Gobert, I mean, shit, you can say you trust him. All you ask him to do is rebound and play defense. So it ain't like you ask him to give you 20 and 10. Any points he give you is a plus. You know what I mean? Hey, Rudy Gobert is like a mixture of Gumby and a goddamn praying mantis out there. Like he's just flopping all over the place. You know what I mean? So it's like you getting what you're gonna get from Rudy. But one thing you expect from him is you expect rebounding and defense. That's the two things your expectation level is high on is those two things right there. Right? Like I said, Carlton Towns is hurt. I think they say might be done for the season or something like that. So you can scratch him off. Outside of that, it's like everybody else, the others, they're gonna have to step up big in a major way for the Wolves to have an opportunity to want to get themselves to the NBA Finals. And Anthony Edwards, I'm not concerned nor worried about him. It's the others that's waiting that I more so got to keep an eye on. Now, then after them two teams, because again, I don't really see it. Could I see the Clippers getting there? I'm gonna have to say yes. If Kawhi is healthy, Paul George is healthy, I'm gonna have to say yes because those two players alone right there is all automatic. It's a dynamic, strong ass 1-2 punch. James Harden has gotten himself back in the basketball shape, but we always see when playoff time come around, man, we see him flame out hard as hell. So I don't really expect too much from James Harden. I just need him to show up and do something. I'm curious to see how it's gonna be him being a third option on the team when he go into the playoffs instead of him being the one A, one B, you know what I'm saying, one C and number two, all him himself when he played for Houston, that's how it was. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to wait and see if he can show up in the playoffs. If he show up in the playoffs, things could get interesting. But I honestly and realistically, y'all, to be dead honest with y'all, and to keep it a buck, I think they're gonna miss Russell Westbrook more than anything. Why do I say that? Russell Westbrook changes up everything for that second unit that comes in because he does everything. He rebounds, brings the energy, assists, and he scored a little bit with him too. And he changes the tempo of the game as well. Now, when he plays the first unit, he does the exact same thing too. Russ brings a different type of energy to the game. I understand they giving Bones Highland a little couple minutes and telling him to go do his best Westbrook impersonation and things like that. But come on, man, we all know he ain't no goddamn Russell Westbrook. Bones Highland is a decent little scorer, and that's where the buck stopped. That's where it stopped. Nothing more, nothing less. He should be in the same breath as an Emmanuel quickly or something along them lines, but yeah, I mean, shit. Even a Tyrese Maxey. I only bring up Tyrese Maxey because when the beat is out there, I mean, they went to Maxey. They're about the same size, shifty, same kind of gameplay is what I mean by when I bring up Maxey. That's how they view and look at Bones Highland to be able to do those same type of things. But when you look at Bones Highland, man, you ain't getting that shit. I mean, let's be real, man. The sample size that we done seen it's like, yeah, he not the leader of that second team. That's not the case. So they gonna need Russ back for them to definitely push and strive and try to shoot after going making a deep playoff push. But the Clippers team, they definitely a dangerous one. Next team after that, obviously the defending champs. I shouldn't even have to mention them, but I'll give them their respect and definitely make sure what I'm saying, I do mention them. The Denver Nuggets. They doing everything they need to do, which is try to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Keep peak at the right time and just keep biding your time. Just keep playing basketball. That's exactly what the Nuggets is doing, flying under the radar, making sure that they where they supposed to be and everything, you know what I'm saying? They give themselves a good chance. They just gotta again stay healthy. That's it. Ain't much done changed with the team on the roster, so they ain't gotta worry about that shit. What's good with it, DP? Salute to you. Appreciate you stopping through this joint, man. So that's what they got to do, right? And I would say the other team that is more of, I wouldn't say for Sherlock, but definitely has a great a chance if they're healthy as well. The goddamn Phoenix Suns. Ooh, 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 wee. The Phoenix Suns with goddamn KD, D Book, and Bradley Bill, man. Uh, like so, if y'all look at it, Bradley Booker is, or I'm sorry, Bradley Bill. What the hell, Bradley Booker? Bradley Bill is still getting his legs under him. When you watch him play, you can tell that he's still trying to get himself back into a rhythm. He's still trying to get himself back to like that comfort level of how he played before. And if you don't know what I mean, go watch Bradley Bill when he played for Washington, and go watch the one that's playing now. You can tell that those injuries kind of derailed his rhythm, and he's still trying to get himself back into the swing of things. You can see it, right? I can see it at least. So long as them three is healthy, like they give themselves a solid ass good chance. Devin Booker, hey man, Devin Booker gonna do what Devin Booker do. That boy a walking bucket. He just gotta, as much as he's a walking bucket, he got to buckle in on the defensive end too to show that he really like that. Now Kevin Durant, I mean, shit, don't nothing need to be said. I mean, the Kevin Durant slander gonna stop. Like I said, I'm gonna get on people helmets and I'm gonna get on their ass now about certain players that don't get they proper respect and just doing all and credit and whatever else you want to call it. I'm gonna get on people asses about that. Kevin Durant, yeah, ain't much need to be said. KD just need to show up, or he just need to be healthy. He gonna give you everything and then some. I ain't too concerned nor worried about KD. You know what I mean? And then that's pretty much like the team. Now people are gonna say, obviously, everybody know I'm a diehard Lakers fan, And but one thing about it, I'm not delusional about my fandom. You know what I mean? I keep it down the middle with my team. If LeBron and AD is healthy, I give us a good chance. But a lot of that shit hinges on Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell showing up. They need D'Lo to keep doing the exact same stuff he's doing now and showcasing the shit he's showing now. Because if he's not gonna do it, and he's just gonna be a, you know what I mean, partial kind of, you know, what we seeing and stuff like that, bro. Like that's when it's like, all right, it's tight now. It's tight. Because I mean, AD gonna have to show me some consistency in the playoffs. He gonna have to give me not this roller coaster shit where he gave me a hell of a perform a Hall of Fame type performance one game, and then all of a sudden he gave me a mediocre JV level type game one game, like the next game type of thing. I need consistency out of AD. That's what I need from him. I need absolute consistency and understanding that the AD that's gonna show up day in and day out for every game is gonna be the one that's gonna go out there and put up historical numbers, or he gonna go over there and have an impact on the game that's undeniable. That's that's what I need from him. That's what I need from AD. So we gotta see that. LeBron, like I ain't got much to say. The same thing. I ain't say nothing about KD. I ain't got shit to say about LeBron either. Just don't take some stupid ass shots he takes sometimes that nobody holds him accountable for. And they might say, "Hold on, what you mean?" If you're a fan of basketball, there's times LeBron will take a momentum breaking fucking shot. Let's be real. He'll take a momentum breaking shot just because he's LeBron and nobody gonna say nothing. Well, goddamn it, I'm saying something. Stop doing that stupid shit. Keep stuff within rhythm, bruh. Like you'll take a shot that's momentum breaking, then you'll hang your head like somebody was supposed to get the rebound or this or that. Like, nah, nigga, don't take the stupid ass shot. That's the easy way to do it. But other than that, yeah, the role players they gonna have to step up big. I don't know what the hell going on with Gabe Vincent or Vincent Gabe. I want a refund, goddammit. I ain't pay his salary or now one of his paychecks, but I want a refund on behalf of the Lakers because what the hell? Bro done played like a handful of games and been in street clothes for the rest of them. Like I'm tired of seeing this Shemai Moore braids looking ass dude sitting over here collecting a check, and you supposed to. I mean, he was a hot commodity coming from the Heat, bro, and we ain't getting nothing in return for it. Absolutely nothing. Like what the hell? Like we need that back, bro. We need that back, man. But yeah, so that's my teams in the West. That was my teams in the East, and I'm gonna go right back to the East because my last point before I get up out of here, man. Again, this Dame Lillard slander, but also do the Bucks deserve more? You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me one second. Let me get a swig of this water real quick. All right, y'all. Pardon me. Yeah, I might be coming down with something, but shit, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna keep cooking. That's for damn sure. But like I was saying, man, like the Bucks fans and Fairweather fans, or however else you want to call them, and stuff like that, man. Like I don't even know what else to really say about when I look and see what's going on, right, with the Bucks fans and people, you know what I'm saying, saying all this wild ass shit about Dame or Giannis or Doc and stuff like that, bruh. Y'all need to just chill, relax. Ain't nothing, no goddamn. This is not instant success. You don't win a championship overnight or the same night. Like y'all need to take that expectation, put it in your back pocket, and chalk this year up to a let's see what can happen just based off of like being thrown into the fire and what comes from it. A lot of them don't do that, bro, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it across the airways. I'm seeing it everywhere. A lot of them don't do that. They don't just relax and just ride with it and see what's gonna happen. Dame is gonna have he was having is gonna have games where he's gonna have a shooting slump. Every shooter goes through it. Klay Thompson, prime example. probably one of the best shooters in NBA history, went through a shooting slump. They got some act right and got some get right. And guess what? My man started knocking down everything. He started looking like the Klay Thompson at old instead of a old Klay Thompson. Steph went through a shooting slump as well. And what did he do? Shot himself right up out of it. Now he doing what? He raining on people's head from everywhere. Dame is cut from that same cloth. Dame is a hell of a shooter. He been like that since he entered the league. It's bombs away. He letting it fly, and he knocking them motherfuckers. He knocking it down. But for some reason, bro, like this Bucks team is just, or these Bucks fans, I should say, like they done lost their damn minds. They act like they you know what I'm saying, it's instant microwave success, and that ain't the case. Yeah, I don't know how hard or why it's so hard for them to understand that and get that through their heads, bro. Like they want to look at the situation as if like everything's gonna be instant. You know what I mean? They gonna get this and it's gonna happen this way, and they gonna have success and stuff like that. That's not the case, bro. It's not, man. Like I don't know how many times I can say that, how many times I gotta beat that into these Bucks fans' heads. Like y'all gotta understand though, your team again. You acquired Dane. You gave us some people for Dane. You had a coach. You got rid of your coach. You got a new coach. What comes with a new coach? A new system. Like they gotta understand that, bro. Like relax. To the Bucks fan out there, to any of them that's listening live now or that's catching the replay of this, relax. Give your team an opportunity to get right. It's the first season. The first season. Relax. Calm your nerves. Calm down. I know it's definitely y'all don't want to waste Giannis's prime years and things of that nature and stuff like that. Y'all got Dame. Y'all feel like y'all should be able to win now. Relax. I'm telling y'all now. Next year it's gonna be the hottest or best point for y'all to potentially win it. This year is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Take that expectation, throw that shit up out the window. It's not gonna happen. And this ain't no hate, no slight to the Bucks or anything like that. It's just too many factors that go against the odds of them winning it. So it's too many factors for it. So just accept that point of it, and y'all will be all right, man. You'll be all right. It's like, man, people just they going wow. Like I said, man, y'all check out my goddamn video I dropped about that, and going at the Bucks fans on that joint, man. Y'all gonna get a good laugh, but at the same time, it's a whole lot of facts in that video. Whole lot of facts. You know what I mean? Cause yeah, I'm gonna give people a breather on that. But like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. Any of that Dame slander, I'm on your ass. None of it's being tolerated. If I'm coming around and I see it, I'm on it. I'm with it all the way, all the way. Not playing no games with it, man. Not playing no games. But I hit all my talking points. That's all I wanted to do. Tap in with y'all, give y'all a quick live. I appreciate all my family that showed up in this joint, showed up and showed out for your boy. I appreciate it. Like I said, man, I'm going live each and every Friday. I missed last Friday. It was my little ones, B-Day. My parents came. They now Kinfo flew in. So that I mean shit. Right. It was a wild weekend, man. Wild weekend. So took them to the hotel. Threw like a little pool party for the kids and things of that nature, man. So they had a lot of fun, but it took up a lot of time, a lot of energy. So I apologize for everybody that missed the live Friday. But like I said, man, I'm making sure staying consistent each and every Friday. We're gonna go live, we're gonna cook up. It ain't gonna be the same. We're gonna talk about new things every week. Um, y'all keep an eye out for them prediction videos. They coming hot and ready like Little Caesars Pizza every single day. If I don't drop the video, y'all check the community page because I'll drop them on them joints too. Post on there. I'll put it in there so you have it. Shit, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen. Y'all see it. Go check out the prediction video to check out that prediction record. I'm doubling up on that prediction record. It's happening quick. Putting some major separation between that win loss column. And I'm just gonna keep doing it, man. Just gonna keep doing it. It's just fun to me. It's its own little challenge just to do. But these videos are just more content coming out about basketball, about current events, things of that nature. I'm dropping them every day too. Them is coming right behind it. So y'all might see anywhere, one, two, three, four, depending on the situation. You might see 5 videos dropping one day. And y'all know I'm good for it because I used to do my prediction. I used to do them individualized where I where I would have about 11 or 12 videos depending on how many games in a day. I would do one video per game. Shit, you would get anywhere from what 3 to 12 videos in one day. I was working, but I was working harder instead of smarter. Now I'm working smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? That's the name of the game. Definitely make sure you line it up to be efficient with your time and what you're doing. So, hey, it's trial and error, baby. Trial and error. I ain't been on YouTube for a lot of years, bro. I ain't started for a lot of years either. If I'm not mistaken, I think this might be year two. Yeah, I think year two, approaching year two. One of them where I finally started doing videos and stuff like that. It ain't been too long for me, so the learning curve for me, I've been on a learning curve, been quick. It's been trial and error, learning everything, man. But I'm gonna keep grinding, keep working. But y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all stopping through. All my fam again that showed up and showed out for me. I appreciate them coming through this joint as well. And as always, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Leave a comment if you're catching a replay on this. I'll respond to each and every comment. And as always, man, I'll be back at y'all in another one, man.